Leute, herzlich willkommen zur nächsten Folge von Creative Strategies. Wir haben letztes Mal eine glorreiche Schlacht geführt und haben gewonnen.
Ja, wie immer.
Wir haben Ruvus zurückgeschlagen. Ruvus!
Kann er sich bitte uns anschließen?
Ja. Trumpfpunkte. Ich weiß nicht, was Trumpfpunkte sind. Ich habe sie gekauft.
Die sind unser Trumpf.
Die sind unser Trumpf, ja. So, wen befördern wir?
Natürlich alle.
Ja. Wem macht es am meisten Sinn? Wahrscheinlich vielleicht ihr. Damit die noch stärkere Feuerzauber benutzen kann.
Gut, Magier ist schon nicht schlecht, denke ich mal. Was mit unserem Eismagier?
Macht nicht so viel Sinn. Könnten wir auch befördern.
Weil der war auch ziemlich gut immer wieder.
Eisiges Begräbnis. Erteilt allen Gegnern auf gefrorenem Boden im Wirkungsbereich magischen Eisschaden und beseitigt den Frost.
Oh, okay. Hört sich interessant an.
Ist okay, aber würde ich sagen, aber mal gucken, was ist der hier?
Was hat sie denn eigentlich? Genau, Feuer schlucken.
Ja,
Ach, stimmt.
lässt den Gegner für 3 Runden lang Feuer absorbieren.
Gefährten.
Gefährten,
Also
ja.
der kann sozusagen einfach durch Feuer durchlaufen, denke ich mal.
Ja, ja.
Für 3 Runden.
Dann haben wir noch Roland, der könnte Wildritt haben dann. Erteilt den Gegner physischen Schaden, stößt 3 Felder zurück. Das ist nicht schlecht eigentlich. Ihn hier, den wir auch nie so oft einsetzen, gewährt direkt im Kampf einen Fähigkeitenpoint. Sie könnten wir befördern, erhöht die Reichweite anscheinend. Wenn wir 14 sind, kriegen wir eine Reichweitenerhöhung. Den Tank könnten wir erhöhen. Der kriegt dann physischen Konter. Das heißt, der kontert dann wahrscheinlich, wenn er angegriffen wird.
Ja.
Und den Eismagier halt, ne?
Ich weiß nicht.
Ich würde entweder Tank oder sie. Einen von beiden.
Schaden oder aushalten?
Ich würde schon fast sagen, sie, alleine um den Magienwert zu steigern. Ja, doch.
Ja, los, machen wir das.
Und außerdem ist das unsere Frau und den Hauptcharakter haben wir auch schon gesteigert.
Genau, das ist eine gute Idee.
Flammenschlucken erlernt. Erzmagierin des Feuers ist die nächste Stufe. Dann kommt der entflammte Magie hinzu. Und wir könnten noch Feuersäulen lernen auf Level 15.
Hört sich auch nicht schlecht an.
Das hört sich sehr flammhaft an, ja. Und wir haben noch 2 neue Charaktere jetzt. Ah, doch nicht 2 neue, aber wir haben sogar noch ein bisschen Fortführung ihrer Story. Ach so.
Ach, Story von denen. Oh, cool.
Eldor. Der hat jetzt ein bisschen Story-Weiterführung.
Working hard again today, I see. How fares the research?
It progresses, and shall continue to do so, provided you remain out of my way.
Never one to mince words, are you? What is it you're researching exactly?
Your questioning remains distressingly inefficient. As I explained just yesterday, I'm exploring something truly groundbreaking.
And I'm asking you precisely how and why it's groundbreaking.
That would entail a thorough explanation of surface melting on ice crystals, one even you could understand. From there, I would have to explain how the quasi-liquid film on said crystal can then be thermodynamically stabilized.
Warte, was?
All right. You win. I'm sorry I asked. But I can tell by your attitude all this work isn't good for you. You should join me for a swig of wine.
I'd rather not.
And why not?
Research has shown that wine inhibits the brain's higher functions.
Fewer words, more wine. A glass might shake a brilliant new idea out of that massive head of yours.
But my precious research!
Oh nein, meine Arbeit.
Nein!
All I desire is to carry carry out my research without interruption. Are you listening, Eridor? My research on my terms. Why can they not grant me this one thing?
Yeah, well...
This cannot stand, Eridor. You hold me out here, yet you haven't so much as haven't touched your glass.
Oh, so you're an angry drunkard, are you? Lovely.
Me? A drunkard? Balderdash. It's the damn ministry. All their restrictions and secrecy. How are we to move forward if we can't share our techniques? Am I wrong?
You're damned right. As always, of course, about everything.
Sin on all that knowledge and skills is not good. Worse than me locking myself up here.
Glorious silence. Thought the poor fool would never shut up. Right then. Off to bed with you.
Der hält nicht so viel aus.
Was hat es uns jetzt gebracht?
Ich weiß es.
Unsere Gesinnung hat sich gefestigt. Gut. Da bin ich doch stolz drauf. Und jetzt die
wird
Kleinen.
die Geschichte ganz anders sein.
That should do it. You should be able to use that arm just fine in no time.
Many thanks, lad. You truly are a talented one.
Seit wann ist er Arzt?
My apologies for treating you like an intruder the other day.
Think nothing of it, my good man. If you need anything else, I'm more than happy to help.
Your magic never ceases to amaze. Did you learn everything from your grandfather?
You bet I did. The Archmage Grandante taught me everything I know.
Grandante. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Narv.
Ask away.
I was in Hyzand for a short time, studying at the Ministry. No doubt you know it's considered the greatest authority in this world when it comes to matters arcane. Their library contains everything from records of magically enhanced soldiers to technical tomes and much, much more. Their chronicles on the history of magic, too, were the most comprehensive in our realm. And yet, I do not recall seeing even a single mention of a mage named Grandante. One would think the achievements of such a powerful sorcerer would be recorded somewhere. Why are they not?
Those awful Hyzantians. Truly, they have no shame.
Narv?
The chronicles you speak of, in truth, they were written by my grandfather's own hand.
What? But then why is he not credited by name?
He refused to do the research the former Hierophant ordered of him, and was branded a heretic and unbeliever. They erased his name and achievements from the records, and made it like he never existed at all. He was then banished from the city and died in exile, his name all but forgotten. It's all their fault no one knows of the Archmage Grandante.
I had no idea.
These robes I wear were once his. They're the only remaining proof that he once walked this realm.
So you carry his memory with you everywhere you go.
I promised myself I would make the Archmage Grandante's name known around the world. So I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked before, until all in the realm know his story. And in the process, I'll become the greatest mage this world has ever seen.
That's the spirit.
Thanks, Gila. Just you watch, Grandfather. I'm going to make you proud.
Interessanter Charakter, ja. Oh. Das wäre schon seine Connection verloren. Ist gar nicht aufgefallen. Fuß des Nozilia-Gebirges. Dann gucken wir mal da rein. Was sagt. Ich finde es auch schön. Das ist mir gar nicht aufgefallen. Das war hier eigentlich nur grün. Der Teil. Und jetzt einfach. Ach, nehmen wir mit. Rot. Einfach nur rot. Wieso ist der See eigentlich ein Herz? Ich finde keine Zeit, weil die jetzt nicht da ist. Nein. Und was ist hier unten, dass ich hier hinzoomen kann? Ach, ich gehe einfach zum nächsten Ding hier.
I must survive. Somehow, I must survive.
Er darf also nicht sterben. Warten wir lieber doch auf Nils. Ich glaube, wir sehen uns gleich wieder. Ey, Leute, guck mal, wen ich wieder gefunden habe.
Yay!
Wir sind übrigens ins Gebirge. Ich weiß nicht, was du...
Oh, in den Bergen.
Ich weiß nicht, wo du rausgeflogen bist.
Beim Zauberer, der erzählt hat von seinem Großvater.
Der hat die Bücher geschrieben hat da, ne?
Ja, genau.
Okay, gut.
Escaping all on your own, I see.
Rufus, what are you doing here?
I came to collect my reward.
Reward? Since when were losers ever rewarded?
I remember our deal differently.
As do I. I was promised an invincible executioner. You are nothing but a fraud, a sheep in wolf's clothing. What's so funny?
I have a new deal for you. Pay me what I'm owed or die.
I cannot give you what I do not possess. But if you kill me now, you will have lost to Wolford with nothing to show for it.
Go on.
If you let me live, on the other hand, I will find the coin to pay you. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
Fine. But if I don't get that money, consider your life forfeit.
Wir müssen verhindern, dass er Geld kriegt.
Genau.
Okay, dann gehen wir halt jetzt zur Stadt der Falken.
Mhm. Das Falkes. Oh nein, der Arme.
Far too much blood has been spilled.
I know how loyal you were to the late King Regna. We may be enemies, but you still have my respect. I would invite you to join our ranks.
You would dishonor me so.
I prefer it to your death.
Save your pity for someone who needs it. Your master will never have our loyalty, even if it means the end of the three high houses. Your Majesty, I serve you even in death.
His plot foiled and bested in battle by House Wolford, Silvio Tellior flees, leaving everything behind. House Falks fights valiantly, but ultimately loses to General Avlora's army, and joins their late king in death. Of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, Wolffort, Tellior, and Falks, 2 are felled by the iron hammer of Esfrost. House Wolffort now stands alone, in more peril than ever.
Jetzt sind wir ganz allein.
Das ist gar nicht gut. Wir haben
Ganz allein gegen...
Oh nein.
Jonas, wir sind ganz allein gegen die ganze Welt.
So, 2 of Glenbrook's 3 high houses have fallen. Esfrost's invasion took me by surprise at first, but this is quite the interesting turn.
Now Wolffort stands alone, having lost both the crown and its allies. There is no better time for us to act.
Then let us set the trap, brimming with bait enough to lure them in and keep them there.
As you command. The famed High House of the Salt Iron War will soon be under your thumb, my lord. Having control of their land will make our deliveries that much easier.
Indeed, and House End will prosper more than ever. Brute strength is not the only path to victory. A truly wise man can win without ever drawing his sword.
Die sieht aus wie so eine Kartoffel mit Gesicht drauf.
Ist er vielleicht auch.
My lord, a bird from Sorsley End of Hyzant has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in light of our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorsley has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolffort in his debt.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get. Let us accept his proposal. We can deal with whatever ulterior motives he may have once we are back on our feet.
Understood. We shall discuss our countermeasures at another time.
Böses kommt auf uns zu, Jonas.
Da ist Böses im Busch und nicht gerade zu wenig.
Da ist Böses in der Wüste und Böses im Schloss und wer weiß wo noch. Und Böses in den Bergen ist auch noch da.
Das Böse in den Bergen ist mittlerweile schon böse im Schloss.
Es ist beides. Es hat sich vermischt.
Congratulations on your victory in the Falk's domain, General.
Thank you, sir. They were proud warriors. And Lord Landroy a formidable foe despite his age.
I imagine he was content to breathe his last on his beloved fields. 30 years have passed since the Salt Iron War. It was time he was put to rest beside that bygone era. Avlora, it is time you had a rest as well.
What do you mean by that, Your Grace?
Your soldiers have fought long and hard. Any longer and their morale may suffer for it.
But what of House Wolffort? Prince Roland is still with them. Is that not cause for concern?
There are no lords left worth worrying about. House Wolffort stands alone after Roland's uprising.
Even so, we would do well not to underestimate them. Even standing alone, they once changed the course of the Salt Iron War.
House Wolffort is no longer the hunter, but the hunted. Or do you believe you understand something that I do not, General?
No. Forgive me, Your Grace.
Bald werden sie vom Jagdwild überrannt werden.
Ich denke mir nur so, wieso ist der eine bescheuert und der andere nicht so?
Gute Frage. Das Jagdwild schlägt zurück, Jonas.
Wildschwein.
You wish to speak to me, Your Highness?
I wish to leave the Wolfort domain.
And you want me to persuade Lord Serenoa?
Yes. Though I doubt he will welcome the conversation after the scales have spoken. But the people are tired. Their expressions grim. And this castle is no different.
Even so, the decision was made together.
Yes. But I think we all know that I am at the source of our troubles. The responsibility ultimately falls to me.
If you truly wish to take responsibility, then I do have an idea.
And I would hear it.
Give me that ring.
But this is proof that I belong to the royal family. What would you do with it?
Jetzt kommt erst eigentlich der
Have
Böse.
you die for your people.
Und nein, er hat ihn umgebracht, Jonas.
Was?
Er bringt ihn um.
Moment, wie kommt da nicht ganz hinterher?
Er will ihn umbringen, Jonas.
Ach, das ist okay, die Kinder von heute sind schon so.
Hey, boss, come take a look
Oh.
at this.
Könnte das zufällig der Meister
Max wohl sein.
Ja, ja.
Ach Gott, nicht die Clowns.
The poor soul.
Oh.
Or maybe
Schläft
not
nur.
so poor, judging by these clothes.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Of course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
A shiny ring, huh? Is that the royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland.
Nein, sie haben ihn umgebracht.
Oh nein. Das muss er sein. Er trägt den Ring.
Das ist nicht Maxwell. Das ist, ja.
Das Gesicht dürfen wir nicht angucken,
The
das wird es
corpse is
auffallen.
regrettably too damaged to identify, but the royal signet is unmistakable. Aside from Cordelia, there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring. There can be no doubt. This is Prince Roland.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but about that reward.
Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
What a waste. Is this truly how the kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
House Wolfort are no fools. Their friend was only a liability. They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince. They may have escaped, but there are none who would help them. There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolfort any longer.
A shame.
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend. Oh, Roland.
Er schläft nur.
Licht und Schatten. Ich bin das Licht, du bist der Schatten.
Ja, der schläft wahrscheinlich noch im Schatten gerade.
Ich meine, wenn man nicht mal das Gesicht anguckt, dann sind sie eh
Der
verloren.
ist nicht tot. Der ist nicht tot, Jonas.
Ach, wirklich, das ist einfach. Ich meine, du willst einen Prinzen identifizieren und guckst nicht das Gesicht an.
Ja, das ist so entstellt, deswegen. Können sie es nicht sehen.
With his demise, seemingly comes the end of the kingdom of Glenbrook. But only days later, a proclamation is made that would bind Esfrost and Glenbrook. Bearer of the royal signet and last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, Cordelia is to ascend as queen. And wed Archduke Gustadolf.
Die Arme.
Selbst wenn die Hoffnung schwindet, verschwinden wir.
Wir retten sie, Jonas.
Hast du die schmierigen Mann gesehen? Mit dem will ich mich mit dich anlegen. Der ist ekelhaft.
Aber wir müssen der doch helfen.
Princess Cordelia is to wed the Archduke? What is the meaning of this? Gustadolf is the very one who invaded Glenbrook.
But King Regna is to blame for trying to monopolize the mines.
What does it matter who the princess weds as long as Glenbrook lives on?
It damn well matters to me.
My people, our days of late have been dark and filled with strife. Both Glenbrook and Esfrost have suffered countless losses. And we have lost both of our beloved princes. For that, I offer you my deepest condolences. May they all rest in peace. As you all know, my father was sentenced to death for his role in this tragic event. But how do we come to grips with our sorrow and anger? How do we atone for our mistakes?
Esfrost does not deserve your forgiveness! Do not submit to Gustadolf's will!
No.
Let us recognize our sins as such and move forward. Archduke Gustadolf has magnanimously given us another chance. A chance to see Glenbrook to a fair and free future. As the queen of this kingdom, I, Cordelia of House Glenbrook, do hereby accept the warmth and governance of Esfrost, and swear to do everything in my power to usher in an age of peace with the Archduke.
With all due respect, sir, I do not believe Queen Cordelia to be fit for ruling Glenbrook.
She does not need to be. She is to be our figurehead, a place for the people to focus both their hope and discontent. And while the poor people of Glenbrook stumble in the dark, we shall establish a new government, one based in freedom. Once the people have had a taste of true freedom Esfrost would offer them, there will be no turning back. By the time Cordelia births an heir, both this kingdom and its people will belong solely to Esfrost.
I would be loath to stand upon a political battlefield. It is far more heartless than those of war.
I am simply breathing new life into a kingdom of tired traditions. The people will thank me for it in time.
Father, my brothers, I swear to avenge you.
Mann.
Tja, damit
Jonas,
werden wir jetzt die Folge.
Jonas, das nächste Mal werden wir die sowas in den Boden stampfen. Wir werden die ganze Welt erobern, Jonas.
Ich weiß nicht.
Doch,
die Karte ist total rot und unser Grün ist so klein.
Das grüne Gras wächst nur bei uns.
Wir sind die Niederlande?
Ich weiß nicht. Wir sind auf jeden Fall in der Mitte.
Hm. Okay. Leute, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Tschüss.
Tschüss.